There's now open warfare between the Prime Minister and Tony Abbott. Malcolm Turnbull has called in the police over a leak to a national newspaper, which paints him as weaker on defence than his predecessor. Mr Abbott says it didn't come from him. Political editor Chris Ullman.
Encouraging and ensuring.
Yesterday, Tony Abbott used a speech in the Coalition party room to try to tie Malcolm Turnbull's hands on tax. Today, the fallen Prime Minister fired another shot on national security. The Australian newspaper quoted an early draft of the Defence White Paper, saying it showed the timetable for new submarines had slipped by a decade since the leadership coup. Tony Abbott was quoted as saying, "I'm not just disappointed, I am flabbergasted by the decision."
Given the seriousness of this matter, has this national security breach been referred to the Australian Federal Police?
After enduring several rounds of unfriendly fire, the Prime Minister declared war on his rival.
The Secretary of the Department of Defence has advised me that he has initiated an investigation, which will obviously be conducted by the Australian Federal Police, into the apparent leak of these classified documents.
Malcolm Turnbull said defence chiefs had been consistent in their advice on the delivery date of new submarines.
That it was highly unlikely the first of the future submarines could be delivered by 2026.
Tony Abbott usually keeps his head down in question time. During this answer, he fixed the Prime Minister with a steely glare. Asked for his response, he said, "I don't leak. I don't background against colleagues. If I've got something to say, I say it." And his office said Defence had told Mr Abbott it was feasible to have new subs in service by the second half of the next decade. That seems to be at odds with this answer from the Defence Force Chief yesterday.
That early 2030s reference hasn't changed since the change of Prime Minister and Defence Minister.
No, not at all.
The Prime Minister has crossed a Rubicon in striking out at a man he believes is hell-bent on revenge for September's coup. So, despite his early hopes, the shadow of the leadership change will hang heavy over this government all the way to the election. And it's hard to shake the feeling that we've seen this sorry tale before. Chris Ullman, ABC News, Canberra.